And that's how I look at it.
Yeah.
Because when I was staying out south, bro, but I had too much pride.
Yeah.
I was staying out south, and it was when I was with my ex-girlfriend, one of my ex-girlfriends. We was together, and we hit a rough patch. She had just got fired from the job, and I had just paid my rent, and my car ended up getting sold.
Yeah.
So, like, I was broke. I had just started working at Shake Shack.
Okay.
So, the money I saved up for my apartment and shit, I used that for my apartment. You know, then I had just paid rent. I had just paid my car note, and I had my car end up getting sold. So, I had literally $100 to get me into the next week.
Yeah.
But I realized I had to borrow some money to get my car out the pound. And then I had to pay that money. I didn't want to owe that person, so I paid that person back when I got the money the following week.
Yeah.
So I was completely down and out for like a month or two.
Crazy.
But the thing about it, she didn't know how to. She didn't know how to handle that.
Yeah.
I had to handle that. But at the same time, me trying to please my lover and all this type of shit, I was making myself broker by trying to please you. But at the same time, you so fucked up about the fact that you lost your job that you weren't even thinking about your next step and your next plan.
Right, yeah, because all her faith was probably put into that job, and I had to tell her motherfucker, like,
she was a hustler. She hustled. She did all this shit. So okay, you a hustler. If you know we down and out, we down bad. I don't give no fuck. We need some bread.
Yeah.
Don't you should go to jail, but at the same time, you gotta be smart on what you're gonna do. You find yourself, you sell drugs, you do all this shit. Well, get some work and do something. If that's what you want to bring some income in, do that. But at the same time, my pride was in it. I did have to borrow money from my cousin Tiffany, my grandma and my cousin Tiffany. And then on top of that, we ended up getting into a whole bunch of other shit. She ended up breaking my phone. I was down and out for like 2 months. And it was like, but at the same time, I had my grandma to fall back on, but at the same time, I told my grandma, I didn't want to come to her. Why you wait so long to come to me? Because I wanted to, this is the lesson I learned on my end.
Yeah.
I learned the lesson. I learned how to deal with a motherfucker like her. On if I'm down and out and you ain't trying to help or this and that, okay, cool. No.
Because now,
I don't have to fuck with you on behalf of this type of shit.
Yeah.
And on top of that, I gotta be smart on how I spend my money.
Yeah.
Now motherfuckers, so if down on rich, I'm like, nah, I ain't rich. It's just I know I prioritize my money correctly, which I always did that shit. But at the same time, when it's bumps and bruises in the road, I'm gonna be cool. You feel me?
Yeah, because that person only turned into the society majority that's already being hard on you from the outside. Because grandma always gonna leave, but I heard some shit.
How to, After that, I said I don't ever want to feel like that. I don't ever want to go back to that route.
Yeah.
I learned how to maneuver around that shit.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, yeah. It was definitely something to learn.
Really prioritize my money even harder.
Yeah. I was in a situation where I couldn't get a job. I was in college. I had the blonde tips at the time. Society was hard on me. And I was just like, won't nobody hire me, cool. I started selling weed in college. Now I'm just like, all right, it's going to get, all right, these ounces and these little jabs I'm getting, refund checks coming out. Then it was a refund hustle in school. I went to every job around my school. The mall, then they got to interview every store in the mall. They wouldn't hire me because even the ones who wouldn't tell me. One company emailed me and told me I didn't get the job. I was like, well, thank God I didn't check emails because I would have never, I'd have been sitting around waiting on the call. So, hey, my hair looked a certain way, police and shit. Hey, we looking for somebody that's woo-woo. Yeah. The dread got that description. I was like, all right, cool. Let me make my color. Let me change this color back to black. Yeah, I can't keep getting out. My homie just cut his up. He got tired of the whole profile and shit like that. I'm thinking in my head, no, I'd never let y'all win like that so you can cut my shit. But yeah, certain shit, like security guard in my high school said this shit still stick in my head. Life only hard as you make it. He was saying school is only hard as you make it, and then I compared that just to like PED. Like when progress report said D, it's because I was doing shit to get a D. When they said a B, that's because I was doing right. So yeah, certain shit is hard as you make it. I never put all my faith in something to where if this don't work, then I'm just out the game. It's over. And people tend to do that. They get a good ass job, but you a number in here. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be mindful. You just a number. Whatever your ID number is, that's who you are. So other people come to work, build a friendship, think you got something, think that's longevity come with that. Nah, it's a business. You ain't gotta like motherfuckers, but you feel me? But you working with that person, y'all make the most money together, so.
I knew Reese was but now I hear you. I don't know, people gotta, see, people don't think like that.
Yeah, because I could be my biggest critic. I'll be hard on myself about a song, and the whole time, let's say I get the breathing the energy of, oh man, this shit whack. Then my fan base get to hitting me with it, like, boy, this shit is trash. Like, you know what I'm saying? Now that's society being hard on me than I was. Even though I'm my own biggest critic. Imagine if they had the same critique on my shit.
It's gonna hurt you super.
That shit gonna hurt you really. Yeah. So sometimes, the energy you breathe into that shit will be whatever. Like, but now I accept that.
All the energy you breathe into, if you feel like, man, it ain't the best, but it ain't that whack.
Yeah, if I full-fledged
this shit bogus as hell, then motherfucker come see you, gonna be like, damn. Yeah. It's gonna hit your pride.
Yeah, because I tell my homies, like, don't leave that studio with that song half finished, or don't leave that thinking like, I mean, I could have did more, but it is what it is. I'm gonna get to the next song. That song gonna be out on YouTube, out in all these stores, and it's gonna get to the point you don't even want to hear yourself. Now somebody's like, you should be your own biggest fan. I do it for, other people, of course, because it's easy to satisfy me at times with my music. It was easy to satisfy me. Now I got heavy on myself. I'm my own voice trainer, coach, back there, the hype man and all that shit. But I tell my homies, like, yeah, don't leave nothing unfinished. Don't leave nothing behind when you in there with that song. Don't feel like because you got 10 more in the chamber, that means it's cool to just bullshit this one and then go to the next. Hell no, I want you to be able to play back all my shit and just hear progress, hear completed work every time too. Only time I left a song open was when it was time I left an open verse or something. Which I question if I want to do that sometimes. I cut the song at 2 minutes, or I'll leave it open for somebody who I know will come through. But shit, you can be hard on yourself as an artist. When the world like that, you see Kevin Hart, he jumping clean on it like, I don't give a fuck. He heard everybody talking, he said, I don't give a shit. Yo, bro, I was like, you feel me? And the motherfucker probably thinking like, well, he too rich to even care about y'all. Nah, that money shit don't block none of that.
But it still hit him, but at the same time,
bro,
like,
shit hit him.
It only makes you work hard. It should only not the critic that you getting. I know, yeah, it fucks you up because I ain't gonna lie. It's like, damn, that fuck did fuck me up. But it'll make me work harder to make my next piece a fucking hit.
Yeah, yeah. Cause I peeped how he was titling all that shit back to back and how every name of each fucking special was adding up before the next one. I'd level it up to this one, level it up to that one, level it up to that one. You know what I'm saying? People gotta want to give you a chance too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, cause fans gotta grow like you do. Imagine like most of his fans living the way he lived. They understand that shit. To them, that's probably the funniest shit alive. To the motherfuckers in the trenches, they like, hell no, we need that old feel back. But y'all don't understand, like y'all favorite rappers who was just in the trench and living in LA some damn well, that shit finna start being watered down. You know what I'm saying? You don't get that shit fat, but you gotta grow with it. That's why I fuck with Jay, cause nigga went from Reasonable Doubt all the way back in the day to 444. 444 don't sound like none of that shit from back in the day. He giving motherfuckers game on 444. Like, he let motherfuckers know what's more important in the strip club. Credit. But this the same man used to own a 40-40 strip club back in the day, but he's telling you like, nah, like credit more important. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to give you $1 million worth of game for $9.99. I sold artwork for $1 million. 2 years later, that shit worth $3 million. And that shit worth. I can't wait to get this shit to my children. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what I fuck with dude. He grew. He could be 50 years old, still rapping that. You know what I'm saying? Rapping that bullshit, or nah, he can grow. And then his fans gotta grow with him.
Ooh, I can't wait so I can be acting like this building going down to my child.
Yeah.
My children.
Yeah, we had to give your shit something. Dame Dad's like, fuck that, I'm giving whatever. The society always gonna view him as a bad guy. He know that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I listen to him when he talk, cause he know I'm always be. He feel like back at home they don't view him as that, but the internet and the outside world, he's gonna be forever labeled the bad guy. Even if he turned into the good guy the next 20 years.
That's how it always go. But at the same time, you gotta ignore that shit and you gotta know, like, show your progress, show your growth, and that's what Jay did. I gotta go, baby. Cool. I said you gotta make it.
Okay.